candidate. Following that, we will ask 6 separate questions of the candidates, and they will have 2 minutes to answer each question. The candidates were provided with these questions beforehand, and the questions were derived from the Chamber of Commerce. We will end with 1 minute closing remarks from each candidate. Our timekeeper, Christine Jensen of Cherry Creek Mortgage, will hold up signs as the candidates talk to let them know when they have 1 minute remaining, 30 seconds, and then the dreaded red card. And in fairness to all the candidates, I will stop you, I will tackle you, I will take the microphone, whatever is necessary. But we will stop you at 2 minutes. Earlier this morning we did a coin toss to determine the order of the candidates, and they are sitting in order. Candidate 1 is Congressman Crow.
Kind of switched it around.
You switched it around.
You got to tell us so we need to which is good.
So who's candidate 1?
I stayed.
Okay. Now they're sitting in order. Candidate 1 is Congressman Perlmutter. Candidate 2 is Mr. Buck Bailey, and candidate 3 is Mr. Ryan Fraser. We will begin with candidate 1. Our opening comments from Mr. Perlmutter.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. I know many people in the audience because this has been my home my whole life. Grew up in Jefferson County. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ed Perlmutter. Lived around here for my entire life. I see folks that I went to school with, people that I went to church with, parents who were parts of soccer teams that my kids played on. This is where I grew up and where I've raised my family, and it's been a privilege to represent the 7th Congressional District since 2007 because this is my home and my community. Now, because it's my home, I'm out and about all over the place, and obviously the number one concern on everybody's mind is jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs. How can we, after the collapse that we had in the fall of 2008, put people back to work? We've reversed the tremendous fall in jobs. We were losing some 780,000 jobs a month at the end of the Bush administration. And now we're gaining on average about 100,000 private sector jobs in the process. But during this drop, we lost some 8 million jobs. And the goal is to put those people back to work. How are we going to do that? Through small business, through rebuilding our manufacturing sector, and through rebuilding our infrastructure. And where I've worked, I've helped maintain and get Big Papa's little barbecue place a loan so that they could put 40 people to work. Been working with NREL, where they've added some 700 jobs, scientists, researchers, engineers. The VA hospital has been something I've worked on tirelessly. That will be the biggest construction project in Colorado with at least 1,500 construction jobs, 2,000 permanent jobs, and then I saved the Orion project for Colorado. So with that, I look forward to the questions.
Folks, we know you're very enthusiastic about your candidates. Would you please hold your applause till the end for each candidate? It will just take too long to do that for every question. Our second candidate is Mr. Buck Bailey.
Good morning, everybody. It's a great day out here in Colorado. I'm kind of coming out of the woodwork here, coming out of the woods. Doc called me on Monday and said, hey, I think about this forum. Back in March, I got President Raskin of the Libertarian Party to join the race so we could start to show up Libertarian president. So it's great to be here. Thank you, Dot, for the conversation. Thank you for inviting the Libertarians to be part of this debate. I look forward to every opportunity in the next 90 days or so to visit with everybody about the various different things. Just a little about me, since I'm pretty unknown. I live in Aurora. I came here with the U.S. Navy to be in charge of recruiting in 2007, and then recruiting and I didn't get along real well, so it was time for me to retire after 33 years of Navy service. I've been active in public service and different things for most of that time at different levels and everything. I've always felt that freedom is important to every individual. That's why we have a military. state that we need more freedom and less government. And that's in all areas, whether it's business-wise and personal-wise. So we'll talk a little bit about the various different things that go with that. I humbly offer my services as representative to the Congress, to the people of CD7. I'm not kidding myself. It would be a real strange thing if I were to get elected, so as I was Ryan a little bit ago, I have a great deal of freedom to say what needs to be said about various different subjects. I look forward to the questions. You probably won't like my answers, so not some of them, and go against you, but I will challenge you with the things that come up. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. And finally, for opening remarks, Brian Fraser.
Thank you. How we doing out there? It's good to be here with you today. Thanks to the Chambers for hosting this and having us come together to begin the conversation about how we get America back to work. I'm excited to have the opportunity to offer myself up for your consideration. I'm a husband, a father of 3 beautiful children who keep me very well rounded. I've worked very hard in the private sector for Raytheon and Avaya. I'm a military veteran who served 5 years in the United States Navy, assigned to the National Security Agency. But I think of all the things I've done in life, having worked in small business, one thing I'm very proud of, and that's co-founded a public charter school to give our children choice in education, to give them a quality education where they can build their future. Folks, I don't have to lecture you. You all know better than most what's important and what the issues are to our community. We got to get America back to work. We need common sense solutions that will focus on investment to create the types of jobs that help folks put food on the table, a roof over their head, and clothes on their children's backs. This election is about who will provide you with representation that actually represents you, that actually stands up for you, that actually goes to Washington and does what they say they will do, that will focus on not labeling future generations with debt they can ill afford. That is unacceptable. Not once when my mom sat around the table with my 3 brothers and I, she worked 2 jobs to provide for 3 boys. Never once did she say, kiddos, I've worked hard, I've built up all this debt, but you're going to pay it off. But that's what this country's doing right now to future generations. We need folks in Congress who are going to fight to get our economy back on track, who are going to fight to rein in our out-of-control spending, get our fiscal house in order, and who will go to Congress with the integrity we expect and demand of our representatives, who will stand up for the people, who will fight for what is right, and who will help move America in a better direction. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, we all got our yayas out, right?